Hi, and welcome back to Stamp with Anna. Today I'm going to make some thank you cards. And as you know, the Stampin' Up! 2016-2017 catalog is going to retire at the end of May. And with it, we'll be retiring the 15-17 in colors. The Watermelon Wonder, Delightful Dijon, Mint Macaron, Cucumber Crush, and Tip Top Taupe. And I did have some paper left, and I thought I would use it up and make some thank you cards. And so this is what I came up with. It's a very simple thank you card, and it uses the stamp set Vertical Greetings, which when I first saw this I thought, oh, I'm not nuts about the words going vertically, but I've grown to love this, and I think it's a really great set. So we'll be using that, and let's get started. So what we need for paper is, I used Cucumber Crush. This is 4 by 7 scored at 3. And the inside piece here is Whisper White. It is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then our middle piece here that goes on top is in Watermelon Wonder, and it's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then we're stamping on another piece of Whisper White that is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. So the first thing we're going to do is attach the inside piece to our card. And I'm going to just use a little bit of snail. And I'm going to center that up. And as you can see, this is where our thank you is going to be. So I'm going to stamp up the thank you stamp in Watermelon Wonder. And I'm going to stamp that right along here. I'm going to put my card horizontally just so that I have a better idea of where it's going. So straight down, straight up. And there we go. The next thing we're going to do is attach our Watermelon Wonder to the front of the card. And I have one that's already done. I just used snail for that as well. Now we are going to stamp the top of our card. And the way I did that, let me just close up my ink here. I'm using the Stampin' Right 2015-2017 in colors, which will also obviously be retiring the end of May. And I'm going to use the Cucumber Crush, the Watermelon Wonder, and the Tip Top Taupe. When I first made my card here, I did it using different colors. I did the colors from the Regal collection. I did, this is Garden Green, and this is Cajun Craze, and the tree stem is Soft Suede. But then I thought, geez, let me just keep everything all together and use the colors that are in this set. So I decided to change it up a little bit and do it with the 15-17 colors. So with the thick end of the Cucumber Crush, I'm just going to run it all over the top part of the tree, making sure I get all of the greenery nice and colored in. Then with the thick end of the Tip Top Taupe, I'm going to do the tree stump. Get a nice layer down there. Then with the thick end of the Watermelon Wonder, I'm going to come in and do the same to the vase container. Now, because it's been a while since I started the green, I want to make sure that my ink is still nice and activated. So what I'm going to do is just huff on it. And then come in and center it down, straight up, and perfect. Now I'm going to attach it front of my card, center it up, and then I'm going to come in. Of course, I've got to add some bling, and here I have the Jewel's Basic Rhinestone. These actually are also retiring in the end of May. However, I understand that the packaging is just being reconfigured. They are still going to be available, but in a different configuration. I know I had my pokey tool here just a second ago. I don't seem to see it anymore, so I'm going to use the tips of this pair of scissors. Just going to lift off 3. Of the smaller rhinestones, because I like to do things in odd numbers, uneven numbers. There's 2. And there's 3. And there we have it. How simple and quick was that? I'll be sending these off to some of my customers who have placed an order with me over the last month. And I'm also going to choose a winner to receive a package of 4 of these with matching envelopes. I will make a special 4x4 envelope using the envelope punch board. To make the envelope that goes with this 4x4 card, we're going to use the Stampin Up envelope punch board. It's a great little tool, and it comes with a little bone folder that has its own little resting space so you won't lose it. And it is really a great tool. You can make specialized custom envelopes for cards as small as 2 by 3.5 and as large as 6 by 8.5. And the directions in the chart are right here on the front of the board. It's not a sticker that will peel off. It's printed right on to the board itself, so it's always there. And all you need to do is find the size of the card that you have. And here I have a 4x4 card. And it tells me I need a piece of paper that's 6 7/8 by 6 7/8, and that I need to make my score line at 3.5. Well, what does that all mean? All right, first part is easy. I have a piece of paper that's 6 7/8 by 6 7/8. And as far as that number that you only need for your first punch, your score line at 3.5 for this particular size, I'm going to line my paper up right here till it gets to 3.5. And I'm going to punch. And now I'm going to make a score line along here. If I take my bone folder and put it right up against this wall here, it's right in the groove. And there's my first score line. Now I turn the paper 90 degrees and I line up the score line that I just made with that little tab. Again, I put my bone folder up against this side and I make a score line. Punch and make a score line. Then I'm going to turn it another 90 degrees, and again I'm going to line my score line up with that little tab. I make a punch and then make another score line. And then the final time I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, line my score line up with that little tab, punch, and make a score line. And that's all there is to making the envelope. Now we just have to fold it and put it together. You will notice though that these corners are sharp corners. They're squared off, and most envelopes do have nice rounded corners. So the reverse side of that punch, on the back side there is a reverse punch, and you simply just put your paper in there, fit it in, and punch, and it will automatically round your corners. It's small little details like that that finish off a project and give it such a nice refined, finished, professional look. So now here we have our envelope. We're going to fold along all the score lines. And you see there's our envelope. Now we'll take our card and you'll see that it's going to fit in there just perfectly. It's a perfect card. So all we need to do is add some adhesive. And because it's going in the mail, I want some good heavy-duty adhesive. I'm going to use some snail. And I'm going to run that just along the bottom end right there. Turn these flaps in, press down, and there's my envelope. And again, my card fits beautifully in there. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive over here, glue stick or adhesive. Turn it over, address it, put a stamp on it, and mail a smile. And off my cards go. And so in order to have a chance to win these, all you have to do is go on over to my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com, and up on the top tab bar you'll see a subscribe button. Just subscribe to my newsletter and you will be entered to win a package of 4 of these thank you notes. The contest, if you want to call it, is just for the month of May. On May 31st, at the end of the day, I will randomly draw the name of someone who has signed up to receive my newsletter within the month of May, and I will send that off to you. Good luck, and if you have any questions at all, please contact me through my website, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. if you have any questions about this project or if I can help you with any of your stamping needs. I'll also have a link down below in the description to this card on my blog with all of the dimensions. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.